Dropout podcast. Welcome back, episode 18. Again in a different fucking place, but yeah, we're fucking filming again. Wait, week to week, my friend. This time for a change, but I feel.
What'd you say?
I feel we're going back week to week. We haven't fucking
week
missed a week
right.
and shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're filming here tonight. Where I'm currently cat sitting basically for my parents.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I had a bit of an ordeal with one of the littler ones because he's fucking fucked off at the park. Bro, it made me laugh what you said. The first thing we went up the park to go check if he was up there.
Right, let's start from the beginning. So we're at a new place.
Yeah.
And your cat has went missing. The
yes.
reason why
he's not gone missing. But
you thought he went missing.
Yeah, thought he went missing. So we went up the top of the park, which is literally behind my house, and I was like thinking when we were driving up, I was like, "There's no fucking way I'm gonna find him. He's a tiny little cat, big fucking park." As soon as I walk in, he's there. That. Yeah. And literally on top of the rocks, and you said it perfectly, you were like on some Simba shit. I was like, what the fuck?
I know,
he was just chilling up the top.
He was at the top of the rock and he was just looking over.
It was so weird because I was like, there's no way we're gonna fucking find him.
I know,
at all.
I was sitting there, I was waiting in the car and for like 10 seconds and I was just like, there's no way.
Chance.
I was turning my car and I was just like, this is a complete waste of fucking time.
I know. I was stressed, like I said, because I'm cat sitting. I was like, right, I'm trying to make sure he's there, and he's fucking chilling up there. He just wouldn't come down. I was like, right, fucking leave him up there. But yeah, we're in my mother's house basically, where we used to film. Film upstairs.
We used to do upstairs
in my spare room. That was the first place, wasn't it? And then we moved into my room.
But now, obviously,
we're fucking.
Look at this. Now we're chilling,
lounging,
relaxing. I'm holding the microphone.
I feel
one of them ones.
I hate to be really weird about it. It does feel very comfortable.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I've been looking at the audio levels.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, no, listen, because last episode there's been some. Well,
We'll address it.
There's gonna be loads of There's been lots of episodes where the audio is just really bad. I'm looking at this now. It's not picking up twice. Like when I'm speaking, bro. Like, if you just look, it's not picking up.
It's because when we
put a noise gate on too.
Did you?
So
okay.
I've extremely picked up the increased the noise gate.
Well, when we film in my flat now, like because it's an all-in-one sort of flat, it's such a big room. It's gonna be so loud. It's going to echo and shit like that. You know what I mean? But I do like sitting here, man. I like filming here, but there's fucking no way that this is gonna happen.
Maybe
again.
move your microphone a bit down.
Down?
Yeah, down a little bit.
Okay. I just don't want to snap it off the table because it's happened twice now.
No, yeah. The table has like a chamfered.
No. This is just in shot, just because I need to have
the clamp has fallen off
multiple times.
Yeah, we're trying to set this up.
But it's fun, you know. I like filming here, and we've been chilling out here. But fucking.
So go ahead and tell us what did you do? What has happened to you? Because you told me you have been involved in something in the past week. Was it last week since the last episode? Actually, no,
week before.
But you just didn't mention it.
Yeah,
this is news to me too.
When I said to you, like I was like, oh fucking hell, I didn't even say this, but I was like, looking back, that should have been one of the first things I mentioned probably on the podcast. But it wasn't right. I put it in context. It wasn't that bad, but it still happened. So on the way back from Celtic Manor, where I went last Thursday or something like that, on the way back, we were driving back, fucking however long driving back. We go back to Leanne's parents to pick up the dog because she'd stayed overnight, which didn't go very well, by the way. She whined and fucking kept them up all night. Anyway, pick her up in the morning, chill out for a little bit, like 20 minutes, just having a catch up, fucking saying hello, blah 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 blah. As we're leaving the fucking like sort of like court where her parents live, we start driving, and like there was a woman in an opposite car, obviously driving the other way, that was like, kind of very clearly showing that she needed to go the other way. So we stopped and let her go. Okay. We then take off. My missus starts driving. And as we're driving, we're slowly driving. So maybe under 10 miles per hour, maybe 5 miles per hour. Not even that. Okay. This fucking van starts reversing out of its parked spot. Didn't show fucking any, obviously, indication that he was fucking reversing. Hits into the side of me. It didn't hit me very hard, for reference, like I said, but still hit me. Had the dog in the fucking car. She starts barking like fucking mental. I have my window down. I start banging on the fucking back of his car like, you fucking twat! Fuck off! What the fuck? And I was fucking fuming because we had driven the whole way fucking back. No fucking accidents, thank God, touch wood. But it was fucking, I was like, oh my fucking God. And everything had seemed to go too perfect. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, this is lovely. I've been away. Chanel's been a bit of a nightmare, but that's fine. We'll fucking move on. That's, by the way, that's my dog, not my missus. And then that happened. And fair play to the guy that fucking, so go back again. It was a
good way to round up your...
Not really a fucking good way to round it up, no. But it was...
time away,
but looking back now...
at the end of it,
but looking back now, I'm like... it's technically sort of funny because it happened at the end of it, and it was like, oh, for fuck's sake. But... The guy that got out, and Leanne turned to me and she was like, "Don't fucking say anything now, like to me, not to be like a dickhead," because I was fucking livid because I was like, for fuck's sake, because it's her new car. She's had it less than a year. It's and I was like, for fuck's sake. So we get out of the car instantly. He was like, right, I'm fucking so sorry. I didn't fucking see you. It openly admitted it, which is good. And then he was like, right, don't worry, I'll give you everything now. So it was all of us straight off the bat. It was like fucking. Right, okay, you're not going to be a fucking twat about this. So he goes back in his van and he grabs a fucking business card. And what I thought was weird, he tried to scribble out the other people's numbers, but I was like, I can still very clearly see the number. But he was all fine about it and shit like that. And it's just, I was like, oh, fuck's sake. It wasn't, but obviously because it was her car, she was so much more fucking devastated because she was like, for fuck's sake, I have to spend so much money on this car now. But he was like, all of a sudden he was like, yeah, don't worry, whenever you get it sorted. But she is getting it sorted now. And he was like, yeah, I'll cover it. It was 350 quid, so he's paying for it today. So fucking twat, like. I felt like fucking flipping my lid and being like...
What if he watches this and you're just going
Then honestly, mate, fair play. You fucking owned up to it. You realised straight away that you were fucking wrong, and you fucking were wrong.
Meanwhile, you've just been calling him a twat the entire
time. But I would openly admit if I was being a twat, and you were being a twat in that situation, But fucking... I can't believe I don't know why I didn't bring it up. I fucking completely forgot about it. Completely forgot about it until I mentioned it to you briefly. But that was not... I haven't been in any, serious accidents. I think my parents did. When I was younger, we got, hit on the sides. I remember my mother losing it because he was very much, again, he was in the wrong. But then turned out with the fucking wrong details he gave. So no fucking phone number. So she had to pay all on her own then. No fucking insurance money or anything like that. And I remember that. I know you've had one, but have you, other than that one, ever had a little bump?
No, yeah, I've had bumps, yeah.
Have
with
you?
People, yeah. So many times when I've been working, when I was where you work. I remember this one time, I just finished work. It was 4:30, and it was I was coming up to a roundabout, and it was this whole thing called a crash for cash scheme or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh no!
So I'm pulling up to the roundabout, and a car's in front of me, and he's just about to go onto the roundabout.
Yeah.
He starts going forward, and I'm behind him, right? He starts going forward, as if he's about to go onto the roundabout and go round, obviously. And then he just stops, and I'm looking to the right, looking over to the right to see if any more cars are oncoming now, because in my head, I've just seen him just go off, and he's as if he's going, but he just randomly fucking stops.
Right.
So I'm looking to the right, and he's already halfway on, halfway just over the line going onto the roundabout, and I tap him, and he then moves a little bit forward, not onto the roundabout, just a little bit forward, and he goes forward onto the roundabout, so he parks onto the roundabout, so he's parked on the inner side of the roundabout, curving onto it, just touching the curb, going around it on a big roundabout. And I'm sitting there what the fuck? So I decide, I'm okay, I have to pull up just behind him. So I fucking just pull up behind him on the roundabout. So there's two cars pulled up on the roundabout at 4:30 to 5 p.m. It's fucking rush hour.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's really bad. And now there's two fucking cars parked on the roundabout, which is going to cause up huge traffic, and it did. So police came then, and then the ambulance came. Yeah, the ambulance came, police came, co-workers saw it, everybody saw it.
No way.
Yeah, and I was just what the fuck? I was there for hours, just parked on this roundabout. The ambulance came, right? But before the ambulance came, he called his friends or whatever. His friends turn up. They then park on the roundabout. So now there's 3 cars on this fucking roundabout. He gets in their car, talks to them for 5 minutes. He gets out of their car. They don't get out of their car. There's 3 guys in there. They get off. They leave. He gets back in his car. 5 minutes later, the ambulance turn up. And he's complaining that he's wrecked his head, like he's complaining all this stuff and shit like that. Jesus. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Police came. Then they park on the roundabout with the ambulance. So there's like 6 cars parked on this roundabout. And I sit in the back of the police car. I'm just like, man, this is so fucking...
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not kidding, bro.
Why haven't you told me this before?
I'm sitting in the back of this police car, bro.
What the fuck?
I'm sitting there for like 10 minutes, man. And it's this woman, and she's really nice. I can't remember her name, but she was really nice. This woman, police officer, and I was sitting in the back, and I saw like all of the police like controls and the cruiser and stuff. I was like, whoa. But I was in the back and she was talking to me about what's happening. She was just like, oh, this guy's complaining that he's wrecked his head, like, and she was saying like, oh, he's taking the piss type of thing, right. And just whatever. And then she helped me out, whatever. She was like, oh, don't worry, you're completely fine and stuff like that. I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever. And we get out of the car then, and you know, the police officer then just tells me I can go. I never hear anything again from that guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, so you didn't have to like exchange or pay for anything or anything?
Nothing like that, no.
Was there like
I didn't do any damage, bro.
Oh, didn't you?
And he said that it hit him onto the roundabout, but he drove onto the roundabout after I lightly tapped him.
Right.
So then I'm sitting at the end of the roundabout at the beginning of it, being like, well, I've hit him now. Like, I've technically just hit him. I gotta go over there. So I have to park on the fucking roundabout. I'm not gonna block the entrance to the roundabout.
Bro, when did that happen?
In like 2017.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's fucking mental. Fuck.
Yeah.
Bro, that I didn't know that. So
there was another time as well.
Right.
This is the other time this happened. Again, just as I finish work.
Nice.
Come out of work.
Here,
yeah, it's literally the same road. It's the same fucking road. It's the same road. It's like 2 roads away, but it's like the same, like it's right there. It's like right next to each other. Leave work, turn right. This is where the accident happens. Leave work, turn right. Down the road, just coming onto the roundabout all the way at the bottom. Again, I'm not even near the roundabout. There's a turning, right, where you can turn left.
Yeah.
Right, where I can turn left.
Is that to Greg's?
Yes. So then obviously on the other side of the road, people coming, they have to turn right.
Yeah.
Okay? So I was in a good mood that day. I was just like, I was just
very
like,
rare.
Listen, car wants to turn right. Obviously, I have right away. I decide, you know what? I'm gonna slow down and I'm gonna let the guy I'm gonna let the person turn right. So I slow down, and then I'm blinking several times. I'm using my blinker so many fucking times, flashing.
I thought you just meant I'm blinking, like.
No, I'm using like my flasher, right? Yeah. Blinker, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm flashing him so many times, and the person just doesn't fucking turn into it. Yeah. I come to a complete stop and I'm still flashing my fucking thing at him. And they don't move, okay? Meanwhile, there's a woman behind me going 30 miles per hour, hits the back of me, right? Hits the back of me. I'm like, bang. I did not see it coming at all. What? I was so surprised by it because I'm just more focused on this fucking asshole who isn't fucking turning when I'm letting them, right? So
I thought it was me, the guy that's turning, but...
No.
We're twisting the story.
Hits me or whatever. I'm completely fine. I'm just annoyed because I'm just like... It's just I'm just
annoyed. Like one of the worst feelings.
I'm annoyed at the whole situation because it's just like this didn't need to happen if this fucking can't, like, right. So this woman hits the back of me, right? It just annoys me thinking about it, right? So woman hits the back of me. I get out of the car and I'm screaming. Sorry, I hit the microphone with my head. My hat. I am screaming at this lady, bro. I'm screaming at her. I'm being like, what the fuck? Like, you know, I'm just like, what are you fucking doing? Like, I'm just fucking having a go at her, right? And she's just like, I'm sorry. I'm just like, whatever. I'm just like, we need to get in a car and get to like the side of the road because we're in the middle of the road here. Get in both of our cars. We pull around onto the fucking the left turning, right? Meanwhile, the car in front, by the way, decides to turn after I get onto the fucking accident, by the way. The car that I was trying to let in decides to turn after I've been hit. What a fucking asshole, by the way. I'll never know what happened to that. But anyway, we turn into the side of the road. I get out my car. Instantly, I'm feeling regret. Because I just screamed at this lady, right? She's like in her 40s. I just screamed at her
instantly.
So I'm just like, oh man, that's so out of character. So I
well, no, but it's justified in that situation.
Yeah,
man.
but I felt so bad. So I get out of the car, right? After we pull over, get out of the car, and the first thing I said, I was just like, listen, I'm sorry for shouting at you. I was just like, I'm so sorry. And she's crying her eyes out, bro.
She?
Yeah. That's why I was like,
oh shit,
man, I really went in on her like the first time. So like when she hit me, but I really went in. Yeah. So like I was just screaming at her the first time. So I was just I pull over after like that 30 seconds of just trying to turn in and whatever park up. I'm thinking in my head like, fuck, I just screamed at her like, fuck, bro. Like, yeah. I'm just like I was thinking like that's really like I was just.
Where did that go?
Anyway, so she's crying her eyes out. I'm like, oh man, like I'm sorry, like listen, it's fine, like we'll sort this out, whatever. And she's like, oh please Liam, please, we can't go through insurance and shit like that. I'm just like, yeah, that's fine, right? She's just like, oh, what's your details? I give her my details, and then she's like shaking and shit like that.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, okay, listen. I'm like, listen, you need to calm down. When you sit in your car for like 5 minutes or until whenever you feel better, I'm gonna go home. I would just wanted to go home. So I get in my car. I get in my car. I go up the road a little bit, and I go to turn around. Okay?
No.
I go to turn around.
No.
She's already gone, bro. No. She's already gone. Like within 30 seconds, man. And I never hit her up. I never. Because.
Bro,
I never tried
to pay for it.
No, because my car was getting like scrapped anyway. Like the like 2 weeks later, I was getting my previous one.
Oh right, okay. So
I had a Toyota Aygo. It was my sister's first car that was then passed to me.
Nice.
Why am I shaking, bro? Jesus Christ!
You're amped up, bro. You're really back there, man. Bro, yeah. I can't believe you didn't fucking. Sorry, you should have gotten money off it though, at least, bro, because the inconvenience.
I just felt so bad.
Yeah, you do when you're like. Because you recognize that you've not fucked up, but you've blown your lid and stuff.
I'm quite quick in realizing when I've like acted out of character.
It's a good trait, that is.
And especially when it comes to like aggressive emotions, I feel really grateful when if I like say something like.
I get what you mean.
When I know that I've affected someone, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, but like I said, sometimes it is justified and sometimes it's needed, I think, in sometimes, because certain situations, it's not justified of just saying sorry, because sorry isn't good enough sometimes. It's you gotta go off, I think. But I can't believe you were in the back of a police car. That's funny as fuck. It's kind of funny, but
I was thinking, damn, like I was thinking, damn, this is kind of cool because like I've never like thought in that time that I would be like in the back of a situation. Yeah. You've
never been arrested, have you?
I've never done anything like that's.
You're a good little saint, little white.
I'm a saint, like I don't
exactly. Talking about people that aren't or it could be saints. Recently the Clydach murderer has passed away. I don't know his name, which is we should probably know his name.
We should probably know his name.
But
I Google it real quick?
But what the like
something Morris.
Yes, definitely something Morris. But I can't believe like how big that's gone. Like still, like it was really surfacing like last year again, and I remember it being, it was a huge thing in
David Morris. So if people don't know what the Clydach murder is,
context.
So I'm trying to explain it as best as I can. I don't know too well.
Do you want me to Google it?
Like, you can go ahead whilst I'll just throw shit in the. Yeah, but so basically, this is what I kind of know. So basically, years ago, right on the street in Clydach where I live really close to.
Yeah,
more than anything.
Which is very strange.
There was and my parents grew up on that street too. So on that street, there was this like thing that happened years ago where 3 generations of like a family was killed in like their house.
Yeah.
And it was like, so basically the mother was killed, like of the kids, and the mother's mother was killed too. And I think they were like suffocated. Yeah, and the kids too, I think. So basically, happened. This guy called David. What was his name again? David Morris.
David Morris.
He recently passed away in prison. He got locked up for it. They came to the conclusion that he did it. However, there is theory to believe, and to be honest, I think this is the main majority belief here. Honestly, people strongly believe this. I don't know too much about it to know what to believe in. I just kind of know a little bit. If I saw like, I don't know, like the actual documentary, which I haven't, then I would come to an idea of what I think, but I don't know. So essentially what happened was the guy, David Morris, the person who allegedly killed, I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know.
No, but he was convicted, bro.
But this is the thing, is that people strongly believe that he didn't do it simply because I think it was like the night that that it happened, he was in a pub and he was just getting hammered.
Right.
And there's belief that how can a drunk person do all of this in an attempt to hide DNA whilst drunk? Not only that, but 2 police officers were up just on top of the road, above the road, waiting there for hours, and at the same time there was an affair going on between the mother, who was a police officer, and the police officers were on top of the road waiting.
No way.
Yeah. So
what?
And the timings don't add up, apparently.
Are you serious?
So, yeah, I swear down.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so it was an affair.
Because I was about to say, I was like, I didn't want to.
I know it's not just like a drunk person, but no. But the whole thing is that I think there was like a whole thing of attempted to hide DNA. Or like, how can a drunk person just do and he was hammered, hammered.
That like, so it from just for like context as well. Is it says like, I won't use the words that they've used because it's a bit fucking more out there. They've said this prompted one of the biggest murder investigations ever by Welsh police force, because this is basically the questions surrounding new witnesses to the event over forensic evidence and stuff like that. So there's
I got something here I can read about it. Just pull it up real quick. So
yeah, mate, you'd said, listen to this. Di Morris had been drinking at the New Inn of the night of the murder, where he had been drunk around 8 pints and taken amphetamine, so basically drugs. Evidence suggests Doris had been killed first, who was the mother. Fucking hell. They said that there's not enough time to walk as well. Then there's the fuse box, the visitor, the wristwatch, the man carrying a bundle, and the men seen near Kelvin Road, the golden chain. Fucking hell, there's loads of stuff to this, man.
So let me just read the first pre-thing.
Me, man. Wait, so there's sort of like, it sort of alludes to that the police were involved, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So it says first it basically says here first First, the killer entered the victim's home, went upstairs and smashed a heavy fiberglass pole repeatedly into the face of an 80-year-old invalid grandmother, Doris Johnson.
Jesus Christ.
Rendering her utterly unrecognizable, and then he waited. Just before midnight, Doris's daughter, Mandy Power, arrived at the house with her children, Katie, 10, and Emily, 8. Katie, 10, and Emily, 8.
Oh my God,
The murderer leapt upon all 3, killing them in identical sadistic fashion. In a perverted twist, he then placed a sex device inside Mandy's lifeless body. He set a fire to incinerate his traces, waiting for it to take hold. When it didn't, he calmly started 3 further blazes. The killings made national headlines that convulsed the village of Clylach near Swansea, and not just for their macabre brutality. It repeatedly emerged that bisexual Mandy's sometime lover was a former woman police sergeant married to another male police officer, who was himself the identical twin brother of a local police inspector who had gone on a mysterious lone patrol on the night of the murders and was the first senior officer at the bloody scene the next morning. Sensationally, all 3 police officers were arrested and repeatedly interviewed. Mandy's lover and her husband on suspicion of murder and his twin was for allegedly trying to pervert the course of justice. However, none of them were charged with nothing. It was just another suspect.
Of course they're not going to be fucking charged. They're police officers. Fuck me. They fucking look after their own. But it's got to go back, because you've got to acknowledge. Because that's the thing. I don't know too much.
There was some shit to do with an affair.
Right.
With the police.
Right, okay.
That's the whole thing.
That's the thing. I didn't know too much about it. And I remember you telling me a couple of months back when we went up fucking Clydach, you were like, this is where it happened. And I was like...
Also, I think this is another thing. I don't know if this is true or not, but I don't know where I'm pulling this from, but I know I've read it somewhere. The investigation, like you know, that they have to do an investigation for
forensics and stuff like that.
No, not for a forensic. Well, yeah, I guess, but like just an internal investigation within like the department to see if what happened was their own conducted investigation, meaning it wasn't a third party inspector.
Right.
Meaning that's going to be biased.
Right, slightly, yeah.
Not slightly. They did their own investigation.
Right, okay.
Not a third party, other like detective, like from a different department. No, the different department didn't. They did their own.
Right, fucking hell. So there's loads to this then.
Yeah, there's loads to this.
Because I remember like it was It's been, there was like a massive thing of like free Di Morris and stuff like that. Remember that was it was everywhere.
And he died. Well, the whole thing.
Yeah,
right,
that's why we're talking about it.
Is because he passed away in jail.
But behind bars, which is sad because
if he didn't
did he always contest that he never did it? Because that's the thing. Because that's fucking because the sound of it, man, is awful. Like that sounds a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old. I don't know how old the mother was, but the grandmother was 80. And he killed 4 people. That's so... Oh, my God. But then...
Killed 3 generations right there.
But that's the thing. Like, when you said, like, how... If he was pissed and stuff like that, it'd been difficult to get rid of evidence
How would he have done it?
But, bro... When you're in that fucking situation, you probably are going to be doing anything and everything you fucking can to get rid of it.
I don't know if you're drunk, you're going to be sloppy.
8 pints, that's not a lot. A lot. There's not...
8 pints is a lot.
Yeah, no, but I mean, to get, like, I don't know, like, oh, fuck, that's mad. But that's fucking... It's worrying.
I don't know too much about it. I gotta watch the documentary.
I want to watch the documentary as well.
Watch the documentary
Bro, because you told me, like I was about to say, you told me that it fucking happened on this road, and you were like, "Oh yeah, my parents lived here," which is terrifying.
Yeah,
that's because it has been around for fucking because it happened in the 80s. Am I right?
I don't even know.
I think it was some time ago. I think it was a long,
It might have been the 80s or 90s.
I think it was. I can't remember. But this shows obviously how much we know about it.
We don't know.
But that I just thought it was a very interesting topic to bring up because I think. It's such a huge thing in Wales as well, very sadly as well, because that sounds, whoever did murder those, that's fucking intense,
really
but then it's worrying, then it makes you think about the fucking police. That's fucking scary, bro, because we know that the police will look after their own, and it's fucking awful, man. I don't think you've seen this video, but have you seen this video of, this guy outside Swansea police station basically just antagonising and annoying one of the officers there. He's like recording the building. In
South Wales?
Yeah, in Swansea, bro. I'll show you the footage afterwards. But basically, there's this guy that's just filming like the police station, and the police officer comes up to him and is like, "Sorry, sir, like, can we help you in any way? Well, we're just wondering why you're filming." It's like, why are you asking me? Why are you asking me why am I filming? She's like, "Well, sir, this is a public, fucking, place to go to. It's a police headquarters. Why would you be filming?" And he's like fucking really, really antagonizing them. And people like in the comments, everyone was like, "Yeah, you're doing good work there." I'm like, what good work? What the fuck? Why would annoying a police officer? I understand that not all police officers are good. I understand that. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, fuck, they're trying to do their job. You know what I mean?
It's a bit weird to just stand outside a place of work and just film.
But bro, it's weird. How do you know that they were? How does people know that a police car was at the top of the road?
I don't know. I really
so
don't know.
Mad.
It's just I don't know.
So there is a documentary though.
Yeah, I think there's like a documentary. Yeah,
that you can watch.
Yeah, there is. I should probably watch it, but we should have probably watched it before.
Yeah, probably trying to talk about it. Yes.
But yeah,
but no.
It's a good thing to if get into if you're bored or whatever.
But I like as bad. I was saying this to my friend the other day, Corey, that like. As bad as this sounds, and as weird as it sounds, mass murderer and like those like sort of like serial killers documentaries and Netflix shows and stuff like that, it really pulls you in, doesn't it? Because you're really so interested in what happens and how it happens and stuff like that. There was one I watched last year, The Murderer Next Door. Have you heard of that one?
No, but have you seen the Unabomber?
Yes, I've seen the Unabomber. Crazy, absolutely crazy,
for sure.
Crazy. But the Murderer Next Door is a guy that basically murdered his wife and 2 kids.
Oh shit!
And he denied it, and obviously for the first 72 hours, and it's like the body language experts have like studied the footage and stuff like that, and they're like, this is really concerning because he's so. Doesn't show any tremors of like lying, because that's what their job and shit like that. And I remember like
sociopaths.
It literally, but then that's what I'm so interested by, like because you're like, how the fuck does that person's brain work like that, and how? Because I don't think. I know I could not do damage. I hate to sound like a gimp when I say that, but I mean like
do damage.
I don't know if I could carry through and take somebody else's. I don't think I could take anybody else's life.
A sociopath isn't a person that okay.
I didn't say a sociopath was that though.
No. Okay, yeah. Sociopath is somebody who is just like just all for themselves, right? and it's just completely doesn't have any emotion.
Yeah.
Like, or if they do, it's like indulging emotion, right?
Yeah.
Shows no empathy, that type of shit, right? But a sociopath could also be a person that does it really well.
Yeah.
The point where they're manipulative and they put on this whole thing, and they could just do it to get what they want. That type of shit, right? They just try to get what they want. Psychopath is like a whole different thing. That's like that is like a murderer.
Somebody that can.
Well, then the sociopath could also be a murderer. I guess. Exactly.
So there's fucking loads of them out there, man. It's fucking worrying. And I always I remember every time I watch one of those documentaries, I'm always whenever I go out, I'm always on edge. Then I'm always like, fuck.
Oh yeah, you're looking around. It's nighttime. The leaves are going around.
It creeps you out though, because your mind starts fucking running. Then and you're like, oh, that could happen, because it does happen. That's
all of a sudden. A light goes on in the distance. Exactly. You see you're like, what the fuck is that? It's pitch black out. A light? No, but it gets closer. It gets closer and gets closer. Guess what's in front of you?
What?
It from the clown. You know the clown.
Bro, don't, man, don't. I had fucking no. Listen. I had nightmares about the original It, so not the one that came out.
The one from
the one with the red fucking hair, the white face. I saw that shit when I was 4 years old, bro, and I remember it because my cousins fell asleep when they were babysitting me. Sat in front of the fucking TV like that, watching it. I was fucking terrified.
You were
I was like, I couldn't sleep. Like, I was like, this is.
You're screaming and shit.
Yeah, because I was crying and shit like that, and that's what happened. Because they woke up and they were like,
scary though. Like, I remember seeing even the new ones and being scared.
I watched the new one briefly, and it was okay. It was alright.
Two of the new, two new ones, like, you know what I'm saying, like It 1, It 2. No, I haven't seen the one from years and years ago. But. Those are two. They're good. I like them.
Yeah.
The one scene that scared me the most, I think, it was nothing to do with just like it wasn't like the sudden jump scares or anything like that. It was the weird, creepy stuff, and the only thing that really stuck with me the most in my head was it was like from the first one where he's like, it's like. He falls down in this basement area. Spoilers, by the way. Falls down. One of the kids just falls down this basement when they go in this house. Falls to the ground. Then it thing comes out of the something, and it's twisting its legs get around, and then it's walking to it creepily, fucking you know what I'm saying? It's just moving in sporadic ways. And then there's another one where it's there's a furnace scene. And he's just fucking dancing, bro.
Really?
The clown's just dancing, and it's just zooming in. It's just dancing. I'm bro, that shit is creepy. No way.
You don't like scary films, so why the fuck did you see those?
I don't, but I'm starting to like them more.
Are you?
If they're good ones. I've kind of realized what kind of scary movies I like and what I won't like. And there's some that I think I wouldn't watch just because I think they would be shit. I'll tell you what I watched for the second time the other day.
What?
Us.
Okay. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh shit!
I know.
Us is a brilliant thriller.
Don't ruin it, because
it's one of the best ever thrillers I've seen.
Really?
And honestly, it's made by the same person that made Get Out. You seen Get Out?
Yeah, of course, man. Oh, no, I haven't seen Get Out. Bro, I don't like scary films. I don't like thrillers.
That isn't even scary.
It's just thrillers. These vibes.
It's just racist.
Right. I've seen the premise, and I've seen, I understand what it's sort of.
It's very good. It's very. It's honestly sick. It's not scary.
Bro, the director of those was the Key and Peele people. Have you seen those comedy sketches that they did? They did those, bro. Talking about films and talking about comedies, going away from mass murderers and all that shit. We went to go see a fucking film a couple of days ago. Was it days ago?
I don't even know. Last week.
Yeah, last week sometime we went to go see fucking Big in Japan 108.9, Kurupt FM. Fucking, that was a sick film, bro. Right. What
first half was good.
No. I think I said this perfectly. 70% of the first 60% of the film, really good, really, really funny. But no, I don't want to go straight for that. I want to talk about that in a bit. But I want to say that it did deliver, and it did do. It was
good. Yeah. It was good. I will say
it was a really good film.
I wish it was longer.
I wish it was a little bit longer.
I say I wish it was longer because I wish there was
key little things.
I don't want to say the spoilers. Should I just say the spoilers? Who gives a fuck? By now, okay, spoilers. We're just gonna say it. We're gonna say the spoilers. Who the fuck cares? It's at the end of the movie, they could have shown them going back to the UK. I would have liked to see something like that.
I wouldn't have minded to have seen them in the UK a little bit more. It just ended a bit
sudden. It was just come on, show a bit more.
I get what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? I was just
I think, but what going back to my original point was that it was a film that delivered from a TV show.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was one of the best like TV show movies.
Yeah, it fucking was, bro.
Adaptations,
and it was hysterically funny. Like it was actually out loud laughing funny.
Yeah,
like
it was
not
good.
like I've gone to see films that you've just like sniggered at and you've just like sort of like had a little chuckle, but that one was
everybody loved it in the
bro.
movie
They did. We'll talk about the people in there in a second, but I want to say that when who was it Steve's? Yeah, Steve's. Like when one of my favorite bits, and I don't know why it was when he was absolutely off his tits on the plane, and because basically, obviously, he says obviously the spoilers again, okay, but the big in Japan, they go out to fucking Japan because Jabuddy has finally got them a fucking like deal with a TV show and shit like that. So Steve's is like, Japan's got a really big drug problem. Like, you can't get drugs in Japan. And I was like, oh, fucking that was funny. That was funny as on its own. So you see him fucking trying to put a shitload of drugs up his fucking, up his arsehole. He's got pills. He's got got
everything.
Bro, one of the best things for me is that he is one of the writers. He writes Steve's.
I don't think he wrote the movie though, did he?
He did. Him and Alan Seapat wrote the fucking film, bro. And
that's awesome.
That was what was important, I think, was that they stayed true to the fucking show, because I hate the In-Betweeners did it, because they did, the first one was funny, the second one just was like, what the fuck? But I'm glad where Kurupt FM is. You know what I mean? Because it was funny as fuck. It was so funny.
Underground years ago.
Yeah.
Like when you showed me, bro, I remember being like really underground. But now it's like fucking.
It's huge. It's massive, bro. Especially in the UK. It's
bro.
Huge in the UK right now.
They did that,
bro,
shit,
there
bro,
was this funny photo on the Out of Context Instagram, which is one of the funniest Out of Context pages I followed. And it says, Big in Japan spoilers, okay? It's got 4 pictures. You can look at it and you'll understand it straight away. So you got the big red balls from Total Wipeout. We won't, obviously, you can know about it. He does it.
Postman Pat, I don't get that.
Grinder's a fucking postman, isn't it?
Yes! Oh my god!
Let's just say that it was the first, 2-5 minutes of the film.
The first 5 minutes of the movie, bro.
You find out he's a postman. So you find out that obviously at the end of the season, they fucking go off and they're not doing Kurupt FM. And I think it's like a year later, or like maybe 3. I don't know.
That was like 15.
No, it wasn't 15. No, it was 15 years they had been doing it in total, not 15 years later.
Right.
But it fucking cuts to like a scene of like the road, and Chabuddy's like, oh, I can't wait to fucking see Grinder and tell him of the good news and stuff like that, because he's got it confirmed. And you see him driving, and I really didn't see it come in, because that was really good. You just see him driving, and you just see Grinder delivering post, and obviously it's still really good because it stayed with the mockumentary vibe of like there was still a camera crew and they were following. It was
so good.
And then when he gets out, he's like, "Yeah, no fucking filming." He's like putting his hand up and shit like that. But bro, I pissed. It did deliver. And it was so funny. I was so happy with how funny it was. Because
what would you rate it out of 10? Wrap it up. What would you rate it out of 10?
I'd say a solid 8.5, 8 for me. I'd say the
8.
I'd say that's where it is for me, because I think it was really funny. The ending was a bit rushed and it was a bit weird, but you had the opposite opinion to me. Pardon me. Obviously, it's in the trailer, but they have to do it. At the end of when they're out in Japan, they do a big show out in Japan, and the whole build-up was obviously them doing it and shit like that as like a sort of now a boy band sort of vibe, because they had changed them and shit like that. And Grinder's the only one that's doing it. All of the fucking other boys, they fuck off because they don't want to. And that was really funny because they were doing karaoke in this like booth or whatever. But that was why I thought it was funny looking back now. The Grinder doesn't do the show; he fucking runs from the thing. But then it was good because they were up. It looked like they were up in the flat. You know, it wasn't the UK, but it looked like they're up in the flat just doing karaoke, and they were gassed because their fucking song was out there on the karaoke machine, which was pretty funny.
So what would you rate it out of 10 again?
7. No. 8 and an 8.5.
I'd rate it 8 out of 10.
It was really good, bro. And there was shitloads of good reviews. It's been like that's good. Highly fucking thing. But they also released an album the same day, didn't they? Which was fucking brilliant.
They did do that too.
And it was good because it's got like, it felt like an old like UK album with like skits in between and like little funny bits. They're funny anyway because it's literally, and bro, I've said this before and I say it again. It's one of the best comedies I've ever seen on TV ever. because it's so good. The little looks, the little nods towards little things. It's really funny, and I just think that they did really, really well with it. But we went to go see it, me, you, and Henry.
Yeah.
And so we went to go see it. I'm not gonna say the cinema. But we went to go see it. Completely fine.
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap this topic up, bro.
No. What happened in there, bro?
What happened in there?
The fucking people that were sitting across from us.
What, the gypsies?
Bro, we can't. Bro, we don't know if they were there.
Listen. This is your words. You said, bro. Did you see the gypsies in there?
All right.
Okay,
yes,
listen.
Yes.
They acted like gypsies. They acted like gypsies.
Yeah, and we don't mean that in any disrespect, but they were very fucking.
They're just really rude,
really loud throughout everything. Not like even on the funny bits.
They were standing up,
dancing.
They were talking.
You could hear them drinking alcohol.
Like they were so rude.
Yeah, it was rude. But we were, I just want to say it because it was really weird and.
How long have we been filming for, bro? We got so many topics and we haven't even.
We're good.
42 minutes, bro.
We're good, bro. We're good.
Oh man,
we're good.
Let's do like one or two topics and then wrap it up, bro.
Hey, come on now, bro. I'm in it for the long haul. Are you?
I know, bro, but
you're not fancying it, are you?
We've talked about 2 topics, bro. Out of the 8 topics, and it's been 42 minutes.
We spent 4 out of the 8.
Okay.
At least. We won't do... So,
Alright, listen, we'll ignore Tesla robots. We're going to talk about Tesla robots.
Terrifying. iRobot is coming true.
Too much about it. It's just weird, bro. But I saw the Will Smith meme. Do you see that one?
Yes.
Will Smith posted a picture of like the Tesla robot or whatever, and then a picture of him from iRobot. Is that the movie? Yeah. Basically, there's Tesla robots. Are they making Tesla? Is it Tesla?
Yes.
It is Tesla.
It's coming out next year, bro.
What do they do? I don't know anything about this. You just wrote this. I have no idea. So Tesla robots. Yeah. They're making Tesla robots.
So it's gonna be a robot that assists you in your house for chores, basically. Okay. It can run up to 5 miles per hour. Okay. It was really funny how to.
Why is that mentioned?
Because Elon Musk, which was really weird. Noted the fact he was like, yeah, we wanted to make it slow enough so people could run away from it. Those are his exact words.
That's
bro.
The weird thing though, because I remember him saying years ago, like him being like, yeah, robots and like AI will be like the destruction of us. Yeah. Like he didn't want to use robots. Like they were like campaign to put like robots like in war.
Yeah.
Like in war, use robots in war. And he was against them being like, if they develop their own mind, it'll be like the end of us.
What the fuck?
He was against it. And now he's making robots.
Have you seen it, bro?
No, but go ahead and talk about it more.
So that basically the main functions of it is basically they will be able to assist you with daily tasks. So like as silly as it sounds, picking up things for you. Okay, it's not got a face. It doesn't have like eyes or anything. It's got a screen. And it gives you like notifications for your day and shit like that. And basically, it
doesn't have a face. It just has like a screen.
Yeah, it's got like a screen.
You can see the screen. Do you touch the screen?
Yes, bro.
Bro, that is weird.
Bro, this is what I mean, bro.
Face.
So, Elon Musk warned of a Terminator-like AI apocalypse. Now he's building a Tesla robot. Bro,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He warned it. That's what I'm saying. Why would he be doing it again? Like, why would he be going against that?
Just look at the photo of it, because it is weird as it is, bro. Where is it? Oh my god.
I wish we could show the camera, but we're not going to.
Bro, that's what it's going to look like.
Yeah, I did see that photo, yeah.
Bro. It looks... So, multicam video neutral networks, audio labeling, simulation and tools.
It looks so weird. So they're building this robot and it's meant to help out with like daily tasks and shit.
Which is terrifying. It's got
To be honest though, that possibly is just where the future is heading is in terms of like imagine just like in the next like 100 years or like 300 years, however long it is, right? Everything is like really fucking futuristic. You have futuristic homes, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's house, bro. Everybody has these nice houses, futuristic as fuck houses, right? And in everybody's house, they just have these like their servant, which is a Tesla robot.
Yeah.
Until the fucking robot revolution happens.
Bro, the
robots take over.
Bro,
Elon Musk, who has been turned into a robot, is fucking the leader of it all.
Listen to this now. This is what they've officially like labeled it as. They've said, "World built by humans for humans, eliminates dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks, and then it's friendly." So why label it that it's friendly? It just has to be friendly. It's going to be 5'8", 125 pounds.
How much is it?
It's going to be thousands probably, bro. It's going to be probably very close to like, high thousands. Definitely, in fact, because
I wonder what it can do with it.
Oh, audio's cut out for Liam. This is, bro, is it? I specifically said to him, I was like, bro, we're going to have to put the fucking thing closer. Yeah, we're all good. We're moving now. Is it back in for you? Have we got you back, Liam? Don't lean back maybe too far then, you know? You see, this is what I mean.
It's the wire. It's not.
I don't think it's on, son.
No, it's on. It's on.
You sure?
Yes, I can see them.
Okay, fantastic.
Anyway, I was about to say
Tesla robots.
I wonder if we can have sex with them. That'd be fucking interesting.
Probably, bro. There's like sex robots. Not sex robots. There's like sex doll, like brothel houses.
It'd be like that Rick and Morty episode where he has sex with a robot.
Yes, and they have a baby. Which, bro, I'm fucking. That means you're deep into it. Then you've watched a few more.
No, really, no. I've watched...
That's a good one because I told him for fucking ages to watch it.
I don't actually know. I say I don't have a show anymore to watch, but the new season of The Walking Dead just came out, so I watched that.
Did it? Oh, you were caught up.
Only one episode. Yeah, I caught up.
We're back up on Liam's.
I watched like I think I stopped at I think I had like 4 seasons to watch.
Yeah.
I finished all 4 seasons. I think a day before the new season started, bro.
Really?
Literally.
That's good fucking timing then.
I know. I was fucking.
Otherwise, you've been fucked.
I would have been. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have been.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have known what the fuck was really going on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If I took longer, I would have took longer. But no, I did it.
It's all fucking good.
Go
on to your lover boy.
Listen, because this is the big one. This is the big part. This is the big topic.
Which one?
The Drake and Kanye beef.
Okay, well, I guess it's the biggest topic, but do you want to go where that stemmed from? And whose album that was from?
Trippie Redd released Betrayal with Drake.
Yeah.
On that song, there was a diss to Kanye West.
An actual diss.
It said something.
We're not very.
Yeah, you ain't changing shit for me. It's set in stone, Rolling Stones.
Yeah, and he said like 44, 45.
Oh yeah, 45 or 44. I don't know. Burned out.
Yeah, burnt out. He says burnt out. Nice little ad lib from there, from Liam. But
yeah, 44. I don't know. Burnt out.
But bro,
yeah, you ain't changing shit.
It's happening then. So Liam, I think me and you were both like not thought about it, but I think we were both like, right, okay, that's where it's heading.
And then
they're gonna drop.
And then they started beefing. Well, that was that diss, and then Kanye decides to add a bunch of people to a group chat. People think that group chat, oh wait, we know that has Pusha T, definitely has Drake in it for sure.
Right, yeah.
People also think that Travis Scott's in there, Virgil's in there.
He's deleted everything again.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it, man.
Virgil was in there apparently. Yeah, Pusha T, some other people, right? And he basically sends like Joker, the picture of the Joker, and he says something like, what did he say? He said,
can't remember now. Let me get it up because
I got it because I copy and paste it and send it to a few of my friends. Go. Yeah.
That's how you do it, bro.
I thought it was a hilarious thing. What did I say?
Come on.
What did I say? I said, I live for this. I've been fucked with by nerd-ass jock motherfuckers like you my whole life. You will never recover. I promise you. So, and then he sent a picture of the Joker to a bunch of these people, right? And then, what is it? Then Drake, then nothing happens. Nothing happened. I don't think Drake says anything. All of a sudden, Instagram, Kanye West posts. He posts a picture of an iPhone Maps location and a picture of Drake's...
Was it an Instagram post?
Yeah. It was a picture of Drake's basketball court.
Right.
And obviously it shows on like the map app like where the address is with a small picture of it, and he just basically shows a picture of Drake's address, right?
He doxed Drake, didn't he?
But he didn't dox him because it was public information. But dox is when you leak private information. Yeah. So,
but still, I would have imagined
he put out Drake's address online, which shouldn't have done that.
No.
But then he deleted it. And then Drake decides to get inside a car, the passenger seat of the car, and drive around Toronto. And he's basically just recording himself, just going.
Do that Drake impression one more time, just for me.
I can't. That's an actual thing, man. I can't just do it twice. But he decides to do that, yeah. So
that's where we are right now, my friend.
I don't think there's any development now.
But we both think that Drake or Kanye are going to drop on the same day of one another. So whoever drops first will drop on that same day, I think. And that I think it's good for like like for rap and for like the hip hop and like community, I guess. But
we haven't had like a beef like this in years.
No,
like
not
this
years.
Big.
Well, not that big. No, like the last one was probably Kanye West and fucking 50 Cent when they went sale for sale. On the day. I think Kanye West.
Everybody knows these people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's pointless just saying like small rap beef, but this is like
big. This is mainstream. Yeah, well, definitely the two biggest right now, because Kanye West has been popping for years. And I said this to you out the back, like, it's a bit of a weird fucking diss to go at somebody their age, because I said instantly, fucking Drake is still going to be rapping when he's 44, 45 years old. I would imagine, true. You know? Yeah. So it's a weird thing to go after somebody's age, because you can, like, it doesn't really affect anything. And I guess what he's probably alluding to was, like, you know, that he's finished, he's, like, washed up, and he's, you know, it's not as good as it used to be. But Drake, it's a fucking weird diss. It's a fucking weird thing to say to somebody.
I don't think it should have been done on Trippy's song.
Yeah.
Trippy's song. Like,
that's a big thing for Trippy, though. But
it does bring a lot of attention to Trippy, though. I'm not in a disrespectful light either.
What's that, like, at right now?
I don't know, but I think he's number one again now, so...
Yeah, I did see that. I saw that he was...
I am hoping he comes this week with, like, good sales. Like, he's gone on about recently about how his label has fucked him, and I didn't like, when I saw that video, I was like, I checked today. He's not lying, bro. I went on Apple Music.
Did you?
You go on his profile on Apple Music, bro. There is 4 editions of his newest album.
Jesus Christ.
And he's not kidding. It's called Trip at Night. Trip at Night Expanded Edition.
Yeah.
And there's Trip at Night Completed Edition. Then there's Trip at Night Completed Expanded Edition. I'm not shitting you, bro.
That is mental.
Do you know what adds it? It literally just adds it so there's lyric videos on the
right
on it. That's all it adds. It adds like lyric videos that you can watch on Apple Music.
It's a bit pointless, isn't it?
But it's like 28 songs. No, 18 plus 18. 32?
36.
Oh yeah, shit. 36 songs. There's like 36 songs on there, which are the same. It's just back to back. But one's with lyrics, one's not, and it's so stupid.
Yeah, it sounds like I remember
his label fucked him a little bit.
Basically. But he said for a while that his label has fucked him, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Which is
the Drake song charted at 16 and like 50 something.
Right.
Why are two songs in the same?
He said 14.
He said 14.
It just made me laugh because his number's 14.
It charted at 14 and like 50 something. Yeah. Why are two of the same songs in the fucking chart?
It's probably just to get numbers up and stuff like that. I would imagine.
It's so lame though. Like, and that's not him. Like he's like complaining about it too. That's 10K productions. No, 10K records or 10K entertainment. Some 10,000 projects.
It sounds like, but the thing is, like, nowadays it's like the most like common thing to say on a rap, like, you know, on a song and shit like that. Like, rappers always say like, "Oh, fuck my label," but it's like you're signed to them, so how you know?
Because I think it comes a lot of. I've listened to a lot of like interviews, not even just with like Tripper, just like loads of people who have been in like these labels, and a lot of it comes to. At first, when like you're a new artist, whatever, and you see this lot of money thrown at you at first. It's just like, of course you're gonna take the deal, but as years go on, it does come to the point where you can't release music as you want anymore. You can't make the same music as you want anymore.
Exactly.
It's got to be with these certain producers.
Yeah.
It's got to be with these. You can't have like a feature. You can't have this artist stuff. Like they can't literally taking control of the music. And if you are that much of an artistic person, to want to have complete freedom as much as an artist should have.
Yeah.
And somebody's telling you that you gotta have this type of producer, you gotta do this, you gotta do this type of music, you can't have this person featured, you gotta do this, you gotta have this many albums, and then when they release it in such like a clusterfuck of a way which makes you look bad.
Yeah.
I can see why people are complaining about these labels because you can't drop music as when you want. Like if you look for example at Tory Lanez now, this guy can do whatever the fuck he wants now.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and now that he's free, he complained years ago about being under the label. Now that he's done it now, but this, luckily for Trippy, is his last album signed under that label.
Oh, right, okay.
I think so. Hopefully he doesn't sign a new deal. I hope he just goes independent because...
it makes more sense. Like, some artists need to be more independent, and I think it's just like...
Russ?
Yeah, Russ is huge as well.
Who else? YBN Almighty J.
Is he? Yeah, but that shows.
And I saw a vlog where he was talking about, he was just like, damn, it was just like being independent is like, he's like, damn, it's like different because he's just like, I gotta book my own studio sessions out. And he's just like, I even gotta fucking hire like somebody that comes in with the studio with me that writes down the bars. Because when he goes in, he's like freestyling.
Right.
Before he had like the label.
What?
The label would have somebody be in the studio with them and write. And when he's like in the booth, they would be writing the lyrics so that he doesn't have to. Like,
right.
When he's just like, yeah. So
mad.
Yeah, I know, and now he's just like, I have to write my own lyrics, I have to type all and stuff like that.
You have to do your job.
And he's like, I even have to get the features lyrics out, and he's just like, and I was like, damn, There is like actually some shit that they do there. It's kind of crazy.
But that's the thing, because that's that
your own artwork and stuff like that.
But that's the thing, though. That's why
this is independent. Yeah. Like we ain't got nobody doing this.
Like,
that
doesn't show whatsoever, does it?
Yeah.
Fucking backdrop and shit like that. Fucking.
But the whole Kanye West and Drake beef.
Loving it. It's good to watch.
Good beef, yeah.
But it's funny because this is I think this is the third video that we've released now since
talking about Kanye West.
Yeah, and since Donda hasn't dropped, basically.
And the entire time.
Kanye West dropped the fucking album soon, my friend.
Yeah. And I know he's listening to this because I texted him the other day and I was just like, "Yo, Kanye. Next episode, listen."
You know what's happening, mate.
Yeah,
mate. Imagine that we got Kanye on, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll come on that one."
What other topics do we have?
I think that's about it. To be honest, man, I think everything really. We're not gonna There's no need to talk about my tattoo whatsoever. Talk about that when I get it, which is gonna be this Thursday, I think.
All right, and wrap it up then.
Yeah, motherfucker, we're done. That's it.
You weren't even on Bad and Bougie.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't on Bad and
Bougie.
I wasn't left on Bad and Bougie. Fucking that shit, bro. Are you walking out?
Oh yeah. Just
wait, what?
To do the outro.
Oh, damn. Dude, he's really going. Fucking hell.
No, go ahead.
Right then, yeah. Nice to see you, everyone. Keep it corrupt, and see you on the flip side on the next episode, on episode 19. Yeah. Follow the fucking Dropout podcast. Give this a share, and let us know what you fucking think, fellas. In a blippy. Nice one.